Mark Zuckerberg is a name that needs little introduction. As the co-founder and CEO of Meta, formerly known as Facebook, he has not only shaped how billions of people connect online, but he has also built an empire that places him among the wealthiest individuals in the world. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. His story is one of innovation, power, privacy, and wealth on a massive scale. Beyond the headlines about social media, Zuckerberg's personal lifestyle, his real estate holdings, and the sheer size of his fortune have become a fascination for millions. Born in 1984 in White Plains, New York, Mark grew up in a comfortable, upper-middle-class household. His father was a dentist, and his mother was a psychiatrist. From an early age, it was clear that Zuckerberg had an unusual gift for programming. By the time he was in middle school, he had already created simple computer programs, including a messaging application he developed so his father could communicate with his dental office staff without leaving his chair. That passion for innovation only grew stronger when he entered Harvard University, where he famously launched Facebook from his dorm room. From that single idea, connecting college students online, came one of the most dominant companies in tech history. Today, Meta owns Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, and Oculus, shaping the daily lives of billions of people. That influence has made Zuckerberg a household name and a billionaire many times over. When discussing his wealth, the numbers are staggering. Zuckerberg's net worth has fluctuated over the years, as much of it is tied to Meta's stock price. But at his peak, his fortune has exceeded $100 billion, placing him among the top 10 richest people on the planet. He has consistently been ranked alongside names like Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, Warren Buffett, and Bernard Arnault. Unlike many billionaires who openly flaunt their wealth with flashy cars, expensive jewelry, or frequent appearances at elite celebrity events, Zuckerberg's lifestyle is surprisingly different. He is known for living relatively modestly compared to the scale of his wealth. One of the most iconic examples is his wardrobe. For years, he has been photographed wearing the same style, a simple gray t-shirt, jeans, and sneakers. Zuckerberg once explained that he wears essentially the same thing every day to reduce decision fatigue, saving his energy for more important decisions at work. But while his personal style may be understated, his real estate portfolio is anything but ordinary. Over the years, Zuckerberg has invested heavily in homes and land, creating a collection of properties worth hundreds of millions of dollars. His primary residence is in Palo Alto, California, close to the headquarters of Meta. In 2011, he purchased a modest-looking home for around $7 million. What made headlines, however, was not just the house itself but his decision to buy several surrounding properties for privacy. Reports suggest that he spent over $30 million acquiring nearby homes just to ensure that no one could build too close. In addition to his Palo Alto estate, Zuckerberg owns a massive property in Kauai, Hawaii. In 2014, he spent more than $100 million to purchase 700 acres of beachfront land on the island. Since then, he has expanded his holdings in Hawaii, with estimates suggesting he now owns more than 1,500 acres, valued at well over $200 million. His estate on Kauai includes pristine beaches, farmland, and a massive ranch-style home. However, his land purchases in Hawaii have also attracted controversy, with some locals criticizing him for fencing off large portions of land and displacing native Hawaiian families through legal maneuvers known as quiet title actions. On top of these properties, Zuckerberg has been reported to own estates in Lake Tahoe, Nevada. In 2018, he quietly purchased 2 side-by-side mansions for nearly $60 million combined. The properties, featuring private piers and stunning lakefront views, give Zuckerberg and his family a secluded retreat away from the spotlight of Silicon Valley. Despite these enormous real estate investments, Zuckerberg's lifestyle remains curiously low-key. He and his wife, Priscilla Chan, are rarely seen at Hollywood red carpet events. Instead, they dedicate much of their time to their philanthropic efforts. In 2015, the couple announced the creation of the Chan-Zuckerberg Initiative, pledging to give away 99% of their Facebook shares over their lifetimes. This amounts to tens of billions of dollars being directed toward causes like education, healthcare, and scientific research. Their stated goal is ambitious: to help cure, prevent, or manage all diseases by the end of the century. When it comes to transportation, Zuckerberg again doesn't display the typical billionaire extravagance. Unlike Elon Musk, who proudly shows off his Teslas, or Jeff Bezos with his private jets and yachts, Zuckerberg has been known to drive relatively modest cars. Over the years, he has been spotted in vehicles such as an Acura TSX, a Volkswagen Golf GTI, and a Honda Fit, cars that are affordable to middle-class Americans. That said, it is widely assumed that he also has access to private planes through Meta, although he doesn't flaunt them personally. His day-to-day life, from what has been shared publicly, is remarkably routine. He spends much of his time working at Meta, meeting with engineers, developers, and executives to push forward his vision of building the metaverse. When not working, he enjoys spending time with his wife and their 2 daughters. The family is often seen outdoors, enjoying nature, hiking, or spending time at their Hawaiian property. Zuckerberg is also a fitness enthusiast. He has admitted to taking on personal challenges like running a mile a day, learning Mandarin, or even slaughtering his own food as part of a 1-year experiment to understand where food comes from. Of course, life at Zuckerberg's level of wealth does not come without challenges. One of his biggest concerns is privacy and security. Because of his high profile, Zuckerberg spends millions of dollars every year on personal security. Meta reportedly allocates more than $20 million annually for his protection, covering bodyguards, residential security systems, and travel. This makes him one of the most heavily protected CEOs in the world. When comparing Zuckerberg's lifestyle to other billionaires, what stands out is the balance between extravagance and simplicity. On one hand, he lives in casual clothes, drives average cars, and eats at ordinary restaurants. On the other hand, he owns hundreds of millions of dollars worth of real estate and has an entire security infrastructure to keep him and his family safe. This paradox fuels the fascination with his life. In the world of wealth, Zuckerberg's approach seems to reflect his personality: analytical, private, and purposeful. He doesn't appear interested in being a celebrity billionaire. Instead, he channels his resources into areas he believes will shape the future, from the metaverse to medical research to education reform. Whether admired or criticized, his influence on both technology and modern culture is undeniable. The story of Mark Zuckerberg's lifestyle, mansions, and wealth is more than just about money. It's about how one individual can shape the way people connect across the globe, how massive fortunes can be used for philanthropy, and how even the richest people in the world grapple with privacy and public perception.